How did he do that? Beaters, widows, boss of ghouls, how are we all doing? So I'm getting tagged in a lot of Smug Puppy content on Facebook. I had no idea how big Smug Puppy was over there. 245,000 subscribers, and it seems like a 50-50 mix. A lot of people are calling it what it is. A lot of people are going like, this is a djinn, your family's under attack, it's dangerous. It's not. I keep getting tagged, Beardo's debunked this guy, Beardo's debunked this guy, and the argument back is, he hasn't debunked this new thing. Well, here's your first debunk. Is his ghost constantly learning, upgrading, and capable of new things? You know, the ghost was originally just this shadow entity that moved on to poltergeist, and now it's actually possessing the two of them with physical transformations. I'll show you. This is Neil putting on some tears.
All you have to do is act. Beardo's got your back, and just like that, you get a
Ooh, his entire face changed. He looked like a different person. Now, to me, just looking at it, it's fake, it's editing. Now, I've seen a lot of people in his comment section saying that's just a TikTok filter. And Mr. Puppy is being Mr. Puppy, and he's being snarky and all the rest. It's not a TikTok filter, and he's correct. And I believe that to be the truth from him, and that's why he's being cocky, is it's not a TikTok filter. So I'm going to give myself the next hour to see if I can find a way to recreate what he's doing there. Because to me, it's editing software, and what I think he's doing is what's called a depth mask. So he's got his original footage of him sat in his chair looking directly at the camera. He'll do his talking and things, and then it's not a TikTok filter will appear over his face. He's masked his own face out, and there's another face sort of bleeding through the video, and I think he's cut around his eyes and his mouth to keep his own form. And I'm going to see if I can just recreate that aspect. Once you've proved fake in one section of a video, you can write everything off that they ever put out there. And my aim for this is I'm also going to upload this video to Facebook. Because people keep saying, go and check out Beardo on Facebook. You know, they link in my Facebook page or saying, go check his Facebook page. He's debunked them a lot. And there's no footage there for them in regards to Smug Puppy. So there'll be, this content will go up on Facebook as well, purely for the people that are saying, go and check out Beardo. He debunks Smug Puppy a lot. Well, now they can go to Facebook and see the debunk there and then. Providing I can pull this off. So this is me looking directly at the camera. And I'm about to get possessed by Ryan Hurst from Sons of Anarchy fame. Rah! Look how scary I am. Woo. So we're in DaVinci Resolve Studio, and I've gone into the colour tab. I'm going to try a form of masking that I've not tried before, called the Surface Tracker. And the reason I want to try that is, this is different to me masking something in behind me, or something into a video that runs across the screen in front of me. This is me trying to morph two faces together. So we're going to try a Surface Tracker. And this may be called Surface Tracker everywhere else, I don't know. So I'll drag this in, and that links these two together. So, and then this Ryan Hurst image is my matte. So I'll add this green to green there, the same as I've done up there. So you're learning with me as we go here. So we're in the bounds, and if I start clicking there, I can start masking out my face. Now, this may help that Ryan Hurst has a beard. That's why I picked him. He has a longer beard. I don't think it's going to be perfect, even if my beard is longer than Ryan's. So now I can drag and move these dots to make sure I've only got my face in and not my background. I think that'll do. So now if I click on this plus hole, I think this is what gives me the ability to mask certain features within the mask. So obviously I've cut out my face. So if I do this hole, I should be able to go around my eyes. Because the eyes are what is going to make this look like me and not Ryan Hurst, or at least meld the two of us together. Plus hole again. And we'll do the mouth as well. Now the mouth should be quite easy really, because we've both got rather large beards. So let's just extend that out. So now I need to zoom this back out. I'll look like a Team Slipknot mask. Lovely. Mesh. So now we've got Ryan Hurst's face underneath, and this don't look good. So hit the track button, and if I hit this one with the back and forwards arrow, this will track it backwards and forwards. So let's track. This is just tracking it to my face. All the points I've made around my face, around my eyes, and around my mouth. I don't know if I should have tracked my nose as well, but then that would have masked it out. Never mind, we're learning as I go. Okay, so the tracking is complete. That took DaVinci Resolve a few minutes there. Obviously, it's going to track frame by frame every movement of my face. Okay, result. Yeah, this ain't good. This ain't good at all. Can I drag this? What happens if I press play? So this is me looking directly at the camera, and I'm about to get possessed by... It has tracked, but obviously the image is far smaller than my face. Reference. Right, so can I now drag this out? Yes. Okay, so finally got this to sit with my mouth and eyes in the right place to Ryan's. This hasn't been that easy, but I've never tried this before. So I've turned the softness up, but I don't know. Obviously, it still looks a bit off. I'm going to have to colour Ryan's face darker to match my own. So this is me looking directly at the camera, and I'm about to get possessed by Ryan Hurst from Sons of Anarchy. Okay, so obviously there's some problems. My ears stick out further than what Ryan's do, but this is because I roughly cut everything, and I've never done this before. But with a bit of practice, I know next time to look at the image that I'm going to be overlaying, take a bigger image for one so the eyes and ears match up better, because obviously I've got two ears on this side. But the nose, mouth and eyes, with a little bit of colour correction, those could be blended far better. Let's see what the reaction is here. So this is me looking directly at the camera, and I'm about to get possessed by Ryan Hurst from Sons of Anarchy fame. Rah! Look how scary I am. Woo. So while I haven't nailed it perfectly because of the beard, because I haven't colour graded or anything, if I was to spend a bit more time on this and change the colour of Ryan's skin to darker to match my own, to match the colour that's bleeding through from around my eyes and my mouth, and if I was to have cut it a little better around the beard and stuff, this would have been decent. Now, obviously Smug Puppy doesn't use clips as long as this. He just leans forward, says rah, and he's just got this mask around himself. He's going to have an easier job at it than me, because he's not got much in the way of hair and he's clean shaven. Okay, so with a little play of the colour, the mouth and the eyes now look better. This is me looking directly at the camera, and I'm about to get possessed by Ryan Hurst from Sons of Anarchy fame. Rah! Look how scary I am. Woo. Now when I'm moving less, there's less of an issue with the ear. This area of the beard is worse, but, you know. So even without knowing anything about colour grading, just a few little pulls of a slider, and I've almost blended the colour in perfect as well. No, it's not 100%, but it's close enough for my first go. Now, what I haven't taken into account is that Ryan Hurst is ginger and grey, and I'm dark and grey. So those colours haven't blended very well. And obviously, you can see Ryan's neck bleeding through there, through his V-neck t-shirt, and mine is a lot higher because I'm closer to the camera. So if I distorted the original Ryan image a little bit more, I could have got all of this to line up. But that doesn't look like me at all. It just doesn't look like me. There's a familiarity about it because of the eyes and the mouth. But yeah, looking directly at the camera, I'm about to get possessed. More importantly, it doesn't look like Ryan Hurst either. So whatever face Smug Puppy was going to use for this just has to be different to his own. Somebody with a similar hairline and no beard. He can literally put a still image into his video, add some nodes, play with the colour, play with where the mask is actually sitting, play with the original image is sitting, warp the original image, and yeah, you could effectively turn yourself into a completely different person. So that's what Neil has done. It's a surface tracker. Is mine perfect? No. But, you know, I'm learning on the fly. And with me being the guy that doesn't use the colour tab, doesn't use Fusion very often, I was able to replicate it to a successful degree. If we just look at the facial changes, the facial masking, we nailed it. The only issue I had with this is the beard. The beards are so different colours, I couldn't change the skin tone and match up the beard colour. I should have cut Ryan's ear out and left mine in. I didn't. But facially, if we zoom that in, let's pull this in. Let's match up the sound. Auto-line clips using the waveform select. Yeah, let's cross dissolve this there. Look at the camera. Link clips. Now the reason I've done this is, let's see how the mask actually snaps on, because his just sort of, they don't snap, they fade, he comes forward and then he sits back and they fade out. Let's see if I've recreated the fade. So this is me looking directly at the camera, and I'm about to get possessed by Ryan Hurst from Sons of Anarchy fame. Rah! Look how scary I am. Woo. I think that is exactly how he's done this for the surface mask. He's had a little bit more practice. Now, I could have matched the colour up a bit better. I know for next time, you know, if I was going to do this again and try to do it more convincing, I'd have tucked my beard into my t-shirt so that it doesn't run into Ryan's beard. You know, pull my moustache out of the way of my upper lip. Things like that. The two different colour beards was a nightmare. While I blended the skin tone quickly, I couldn't get the beard to match. So next time I would probably have masked there, and then just got Ryan's moustache in and overlaid it over mine. But for the most part... Okay, so these transitions, I've dragged them out. So basically, it's not as quick as snap-on. Let's take a look how that looks.
So this is me looking directly at the camera, and I'm about to get possessed by Ryan Hurst from Sons of Anarchy fame. Rah! Look how scary I am.
And then it fades out slowly. That's how Smug Puppy's doing this. He's obviously had a bit more practice and lined things up a little better. I've done this in, what, 20 minutes? This has taken me 20 minutes. First time I've ever tried any of this. But he's using a surface tracker. He's using a couple of added dissolves. And he's only using a very small section when his face pushes forward. You're drawn into this quick sort of transition, change, and then transition and change back. My clip was too long and I didn't line up everything outside of the face as good as I should have, but that's exactly what he's doing. It's a surface tracker. It may be called something else in whatever editing software he uses, but you can change your face to whatever the hell you want. So let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section down below. If you're on Facebook watching this, come on over to YouTube, Beardo Gets Scared, where I do things like this almost daily at this point. We've also got a second channel, Beardo Gets Scared 2, where I do horror movie rankings and discussions. That's quite new. And if you're on YouTube and you want to look at the Facebook, it's Beardo Gets Scared on Facebook. Much love to you all. Beardo out.
People in the chat's just going nuts. You need a rock. Can I get a rock? If you're not feeling well, it's a nice surprise to get her off a beer.